What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel only if you want to. Look, my beautiful people, we got these things you didn't know. And I appreciate y'all, man, for 500,000, man. We got 500,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all got y'all notifications on so when I drop these gift cards, whatever I do in this giveaway, make sure y'all can get these gifts. Make sure y'all got your notifications on because the first people to the videos is gonna get those rewards. And like, I'm gonna keep warning y'all. Look, starting tomorrow, I'm dropping them. But look, I see y'all starting tomorrow. What am I about to say, bro? I got sidetracked. But look, man, let's get this video right here to like 5,000 likes, and let's just hop straight into this video. Hopefully, y'all having a good day. If not, let's make it. It's a good day. Oh man, I almost fell out the chair.
Let's go. Welcome. Today's really tall buildings are built to show off wealth and stuff like that. And simple high-rise buildings have become something commonplace. Like in Japan. Here, builders face an obvious problem. It's not enough to create a tall building. You also need to make it strong and stable enough for a skyscraper to survive an earthquake. Tall buildings are designed so that they don't collapse from earthquakes, and the result is this.
Oh, absolutely
Huge
not.
buildings that sway from side to side as if they were made from rubber. But the
Absolutely
amazing thing
not,
is,
bro.
none of this harms them in any way.
Anywhere they have earthquakes, I'm not living in a high rise. That shit's over.
Feels good to rub your
Spoiled
eyes.
it for
Don't
me.
even try to deny it. Everyone has done it at least once for a little longer than it takes. But have you ever wondered what such an action looks like from the inside?
Well, it's
A
gross.
little intimidating, to be honest. By the way, rubbing stimulates the production of tear fluid, which makes irritated or tired eyes moisturize. Of course, it's a pleasure. In addition, eye rubbing causes your heart rate to slow down and your stress level to decrease. It's this mechanism that calms us when we rub our eyes. Everyone has probably seen how car crash tests are conducted. Everybody's seen how all sorts of safety systems are tested too. What about dogs? Well, for a long time, no one thought at all about the fact that they too need protection in case of accidents. But for a few years now, various companies have been conducting tests similar to human tests, only for dogs. And it looks, well, it's pretty funny. A crash test for a plush toy. And it's probably driven by a teddy bear. Okay, it's actually a very important thing. How about this? A blue volcano. Of course, the volcano itself isn't blue, and it looks like the most ordinary mountain in Indonesia. But it's unique in that it hides a kilometer-wide turquoise-colored acidic crater lake and emissions of hydrogen sulfide. The gas is so hot that its temperature reaches 1,112 degrees Fahrenheit. It ignites blue and turns into a unique natural phenomenon. But the glow is weak, so the flame can only be seen at night, although sometimes it reaches 5 meters. This is the largest area of blue flame in the world. Well, and a stunningly beautiful thing, of course. When you look at a high voltage power line, this huge tower standing in the middle of some field or forest, it seems as if it's always been there. But power lines don't grow out of the ground like mushrooms, do they? Of course not. They're assembled right on the spot. And damn it, it's the coolest.
I've never seen that shit happen before. Look, it's simple, but it just blew my mind. I thought they just brought them here in trucks and put them up.
Construction I've ever seen.
Wow. You gotta have some flying skills to put that shit together in the air.
Few people
That's
know
crazy.
this, but all you need is a frozen lake and a rock to create the sound of Imperial stormtroopers firing. Whoa. If you're about to run to the nearest lake with a heavy brick, wait a minute. In fact, several other factors should coincide. Sliding rocks across a frozen lake doesn't necessarily produce those sounds for several reasons. The lake has to only be partially solid because both the vibrations of frozen and unfrozen water are necessary. The height above sea level also plays a role. Also, different ice makes different sounds.
Awesome.
The cleaner it is, the higher it sings. And yes, bricks are unlikely to work. Try something smaller.
Big ass kids, man. But you know what? I rock with it, man. Stay youthful, man. Look, I want to go out there and throw some damn ice.
For
too,
insectophobes, people who are terrified of insects, this place will seem like hell. But most people on Earth treat butterflies well. So welcome to the Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve. This is an area in the Mexican state of Michoacan. and partly in the state of Mexico City, covering an area of 56,259 hectares. The park contains 8 colonies of this butterfly, and every year from November to March, up to 1 billion individuals winter here. The monarchs make a regular migration, traveling more than 4,000 kilometers, crossing the border between the United States and Mexico, and end up in the reserve. These butterflies gather in colonies and settle on pine trees. In most cases, there are so many that the trees turn orange and the branches sag under their weight. It's an absolutely unique situation and a very, very exciting sight.
That is fucking gross. I ain't gonna lie to you. That right there is gross. Like, imagine you just, strolling around, you trying to discover some new things, you walking into the woods, and you walk into a tree full of them shits and they start falling on you. Oh my gosh. That's where my brain went with that one. Whew.
Evolution has made us into some pretty funny creatures.
I have a heart attack.
Unnecessary organs, unusual abilities, and sometimes frightening details. Take, for example, the Fimbriated Folds,
What the fuck is
area
that?
of mucous membrane on the lower part of the tongue that run on either side of the frenum. This is simply residual tissue that the body forgot when it formed the tongue. Chances are you don't even notice it, unless you're one of the small percentage of people whose Fimbriated Folds look like tentacles. Oh, that's disgusting. But also, it's quite normal. No disease or abnormality, just the human body. So
it's not normal. You're an alien, bro. You got that.
Weird thing. What do you do when it snows so much that it covers all the roads and paralyzes traffic? Build snow walls like Game of Thrones, or like in Japan, of course. Or rather, cut through an entire snow corridor and do it in such a way that it coincides with the road. It seems like the first time something like this was done was back in the 70s. But what used to be a necessity, today has become a magnet for tourists.
Not me. What if that ice start falling?
You bet. It's a huge snow wall, almost 800 inches high.
When I was a kid, I was fearless. I could care less. But look, man, that ice fall, you gone, bro.
Who would want to check this out?
You gone.
By the way, thanks to the development of technology, road clearing time is about a week, and there are installed sensors in the walls, and they record the strength of the snow and the seismic situation on the site. A really useful thing, considering how often Japan has earthquakes.
Right.
Okay, to be honest,
Thank
I'm
you.
not really good at herding sheep. I mean, after all, I'm not a dog. And they, by the way, not only know how to herd sheep in the right direction and protect them from predators, but they also invented sheep surfing. What else would you call these runs on furry backs? And I don't know what's more surprising. The fact that dogs keep their balance when everything beneath them is bleeding and swaying, or the fact that the sheep don't care at all what's going on up there. Most people have an idea of what a ship caught in a big storm looks like. There are movies and cartoons and all sorts of pictures. However, there is one but. Most often, ships are depicted on the outside. But what happens inside the ship is left out of the picture. Well, that's a shame. Look at it. It immediately becomes clear why furniture and other important items on ships need to be firmly fixed so they don't fly back and forth during a storm.
No, sir. Oh, no, sirski.
And yes, I hope you don't get seasick, because these shots could make you seasick even if you're standing firmly on the ground right now. In the mid-2000s, a presidential park opened in the U.S. state of Virginia, and it looked, to put it mildly, a little strange. Under the open sky, there were 42 busts of the U.S. presidents. The statues, almost 6 meters tall, were supposed to teach students the history and art of sculpture, and residents from neighboring states would come to see the park and take a walk in it. In reality, the statues have taught only how to spend a lot of money for nothing. In 2010, due to a lack of visitors, the park closed, and the busts had to be destroyed. But one of the creators, Howard Hankins, just couldn't do it. Instead, he bought the statues and moved them to his private property. And for several years now, the presidents have stood in the middle of a field. The paint's gradually peeling off, and pieces are falling off too. Some have already lost the backs of their heads. Some have lost their noses. It's a sad sight. Today,
There's some weird people out here, man. All the money you can spend all the stuff you can spend your money on, you bought that. It's a clear indication that nobody gives a damn about the history of the presidents, bro. Like, it's not really that important, honestly.
in order to wake up at the right time, it's enough to ask a voice assistant.
Because there's a lot of lies.
Set
A
the
lot of
alarm
lies.
with a couple of taps on a smartphone screen. What did people do before? Wakey, wakey. No, even before there were alarm clocks in every home. The option with roosters wasn't suitable for cities, and then the profession of a knocker-up was invented. It emerged during the Industrial Revolution in England and Ireland and existed until the 1920s. They used batons, sticks, and canes, which were used to knock on the doors of customers who lived on the first floor, or long and light sticks to reach the windows of the upper floors. Sometimes a blowpipe was used to shoot peas at a window. The knocker-upper received a few pence a week for their work. You have to admit, it's quite difficult to sleep in such conditions. You can hardly turn off a person with a cane.
Right.
When you live outdoors, some wild animal might well sneak in unnoticed for breakfast. Of course, there's nothing strange. Possums, squirrels, raccoons, and other little animals have long been perceived as somewhat normal. Or giraffes. Wait, what? Giraffes? Yeah, you got it right. Giraffes peeking through the window is a traditional sight at the Giraffe Manor Boutique.
Hell no, absolutely not, sir. You're not leaning in the window, slobbing on me and stuff. Them things slide, bro. Like, all on the breakfast? That's unsanitary.
Hotel in Kenya. The animals come to the mansion in the morning and sometimes in the evening, poke their heads through the windows and wait for a treat. The guests are given special bags with food, and giraffes can lick someone as a thank you. Nearby are warthogs, antelopes, hyenas, and almost 200 species of birds.
Hyenas?
Fortunately, not all of them come for breakfast. I mean, who'd want to share a meal with another Pumbaa?
Hyenas?
Black hens have been artificially bred for centuries. They were first...
Hyenas. You got the windows open? Oh, hell nah. Hell, absolutely not, sir. I can't be there. I can't enjoy this. Where's my gun? I'm gonna need a gun.
Described by Dutch colonial settlers. Surely the poor souls were shocked by such exoticism, and we can understand them. The birds have black plumage with a green tint, black paws, claws, beak, tongue, skin, comb and beard, eyeballs, meat, bones, and internal organs. Only the blood is red, but still darker than normal chickens have. This breed is so unique that in Indonesia alone, one individual costs about $200. In other countries, the cost can go up to several thousand. Bartos Ostolowski, a Pole, is the only professional car racer in the world without arms.
Oh, he really out here swerving with his feet. Oh, that's amazing.
He lost both of his limbs in a motorcycle accident at the age of 20. And you have to admit, anybody would be disappointed in life after that and give up their dreams forever. But Bartos turned out to be a pretty
Check me out, though. Hear me out. I understand that he a professional, but look, how would y'all feel getting in the car and he driving with his feet? Let me know. Would y'all be in that car? Y'all doing that?
Stubborn guy. After 3 years of hard work, he became the first ever amputee without arms to get a professional racing license. He shifts gears with his shoulder and drives the car with his feet. Watching Bartos drifting is both terrifying and mesmerizing at the same time. And in his spare time, this incredible man paints pictures. Yes, with his feet too. Because for Bartos, nothing seems to be impossible at all. People just love to put things in the wrong places.
What if the car catch on fire and he got to get out? Like, he ain't got no arms, bro. He got levers and stuff he can do with his feet, but what if the car is crumbled? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's scary to think about.
No, I'm not talking about what you're thinking. Come on, there are children watching. Actually, this is about Nemo's Garden underwater farm. The farm consists of 6 air-filled plastic containers attached to the bottom of the sea with ropes, chains, and weights. The containers maintain the necessary microclimate all at the bottom of the sea near the Italian town of Noli. Nemo's Garden has already managed to grow strawberries, herbs, garlic, and beans. From time to time, storms damage and even destroy the farm, but the owners rebuild everything. All to learn how to grow food in regions where it's not possible because of the climate. Also because underwater beans are fun. If you think New Zealand is mostly famous for Lord of the Rings, then, well, I mean, yeah, mostly it is. But there are plenty of amazing things to see here. For example, the Firefly Cave. Its vault is covered by thousands of mushroom mosquitoes, creating the impression of looking at the starry sky. The larvae of these insects make
They said mushroom mosquitoes? Somebody say mushroom mosquitoes? Mosquito? What? Fuck mosquitoes, man. They the worst thing ever invented.
With drops of sticky liquid and attach them to the vault of the cave, then light up, thus attracting smaller insects which they eat and tourists who come to admire them. The thing is not to mix them up. To make wooden furniture, you have to cut down a tree, cut out its parts, connect them to each other, or just grow a tree in the shape of a chair. That's exactly what an artist and designer named Gavin Monroe, who founded Full Grown, is doing and has begun to subdue nature.
That's smart.
A bush in the shape of a chair?
That's
Why
so
not?
smart.
All you have to do is get the plant moving in the right direction, and in a few years, it'll be just what you need. A chair, a lamp, a table, it all depends on imagination and patience.
He better be charging thousands of dollars for those chairs, man, because that's unique and that's dope, bro. That's a Picasso of chairs, you feel me? He could sell that for a lot.
Every year, the idea of a hotel where the entire staff consists of robots seems less and less fantastic. But Japan was the first to try it, of course, and Hena Hotel was founded there.
Welcome. Welcome to the Hena Hotel.
Here, robots check guests in, deliver their luggage to their rooms, help them unpack their things, support simple conversations. Most of all, I like the fact that an Actroid girl speaks Japanese here. But those who prefer English will have to communicate with the dinosaur. And frankly, that raises a lot of questions. We'll see you soon.
Yo, they so wrong for that, bro. They so wrong. Look, man. I don't know about y'all, but I like videos like this where I just know nothing about, and then it's just that much more interesting. I'm always trying to feed my mind some knowledge, you feel me? So I can continue to learn and continue to grow. But look, hopefully y'all like this video right here, and you know, let me know what y'all want to see next in the comments. And let me know something in the comments that you just didn't know. Did you learn something from this video? I know I did. I learned a lot. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See you in the next video. I'm out though. Bye.